think I speak for a lot of people when I say that when we first saw that promotional art for the Dragon Ball Super Universe Survival arc, we saw Gohan, we saw Android 17. A lot of people were excited because we're going to see some of the side characters get some shine, but there were questions being raised, like for example, where are Goten and Trunks, and why the hell is Master Roshi there? Now, obviously, in the development of Goku during his young life, Muten Roshi or Kame Sennin was a very important figure in Goku becoming a better martial artist, being Goku's second martial arts instructor behind his own grandfather Gohan, who at one time was a student of Roshi's. But needless to say, as the series progressed, Master Roshi went into retirement and everybody else pretty much surpassed him. But the question now is, why is Master Roshi on this team? You mean to tell me that they couldn't find anybody stronger than Master Roshi in the entirety of Universe 7? Maybe there's a reason. And on this video, I'm going to tell you some possible scenarios as to what Roshi could be doing on the Universe 7 team during the Universe Survival arc in Dragon Ball Super. Let's go.
This is Goku Black. You mortals had better push that subscribe button and follow Geekdom on social media. Do it, filthy mortals.
That's right, Master Roshi, Kame Sennin, the Turtle Hermit, Muten Roshi, the Man of 1,000 Names, is indeed in the Universal Survival Arc Omniversal Tournament representing Universe 7. And, you know, I did my breakdown a few weeks ago about the strongest versus the weakest characters in this, team of Goku, Vegeta, 17, 18, the Universe 7 team. And Roshi was dead last as being the weakest character of the team. And a lot of people have been asking, well, where the hell's Goten and Trunks? Where are they at? I think we're going to get an answer as far as where they're at. I think we are going to know at some point before the tournament actually begins. Maybe there is a no children rule. And I know some people are like, well, they're strong. I know that, but we'll see. I'm sure that Dragon Ball Super will give us an explanation. But on this video, I want to talk about Roshi in the tournament. He's weak. Obviously, he can't stand up to any of the 5 fighters from Universe 6, much less who knows what other fighters are going to be appearing in this tournament from all the different universes. So what could Roshi provide? What could Roshi do for Team Universe 7? And joining me to talk about this, please welcome the El Capitan of GeeklistTV, MJ.
Thank you for having me, man. It's always a pleasure to be on your channel.
I love how this topic we literally just did this a minute after you hit me up. So here's the story. MJ wakes up and he goes, do you think it's possible, blah, 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 Roshi? And I go, let's do a video about it. And here we are. So you have your theory, which I'm going to ask you about here in a second. But one of the things that I kind of perceive from Roshi being on this team is experience. Roshi has the most experience out of anybody on Team Universe 7. Now, obviously, some people are thinking, but Geekdom, Whis is older than Roshi, or so we presume. We think he is. And obviously he has all kinds of martial arts tactics and techniques and experience. Yes, that's true, but maybe Whis is not going to be allowed to be a coach in this. Maybe it has to be somebody who's a mortal, a Ningen. And who better than Master Roshi to be kind of a coach for Universe 7? What do you think?
That's actually a pretty good point. I haven't seen many people bring that up, Danny. Because if you remember in the recent episode, Beerus was kind of like, oh, I'm picking Goku. He's going to be like the team captain, right? Well, what if they introduced where Beerus can't be the guy who picks the members? What if he isn't? What if this is an all-mortal thing? So, and obviously the next best choice to go for someone who's a martial arts expert would be Roshi, right? I mean, that's just...
The guy's got experience. And the thing is, he taught Goku everything he knows. But, well, not everything, but he didn't teach him everything that he knows. In other words, Roshi may have something up his sleeve. So, and that was kind of part of your theory. So what's your idea here of what may be the secret behind the Kame Sennin, the Turtle Hermit, so to speak?
Well, we know that Super isn't opposed to just bringing stuff back from the old days. They brought back the Mafuba. They brought back stuff like that, right? Sure. I just feel like if they were to take that storyline or that little subplot of Mutaito, working over the years or working over time creating the Mafuba, when you look back at how many times recently the Earth's been attacked, when you look back at the Frieza coming to Earth, for revenge over Goku, you have Gero creating the artificial humans, you have all this stuff happening, Buu awakening, you know what I mean? You have all this stuff happening. It might be a bit left field, and obviously some people will call it an ass pull, right? It might be a bit left field, but is it really too illogical, bro, Is it really too illogical to think that over the years they can obviously implement? Maybe Roshi's been working like on a technique. Maybe he's been working on because GT did this as well, where they pull little stuff. They just pull little lines, they pull little statements, and they create like little story arcs out of it. Obviously, with the Barry Con, you have all that stuff with the Saiyan Man, right? You have all that stuff going on. Like, you remember that scene in the History of Trunks timeline? Obviously, this is a movie, but you remember that scene where Roshi was so pissed that he wished he could do something against the artificial humans. You know, like he was ready to go throw down with them before the others calmed him down.
It's a TV special.
It's a TV special.
But in your defense, that was not in the manga.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'm just saying, like, is it too illogical, bro? Is it too illogical to think that maybe over the years Roshi has been working on a technique just in case?
Well, okay, that's a fair point, but I will challenge your point by saying, why didn't we see that technique in Resurrection F?
That's where the ass pull comes in. That's where the ass pull comes in.
I see. So you're thinking Toei super logic here. Let's just bring something up and just forget about the past.
Definitely. And it could just be Toei. Remember that, because Toei has been doing a lot of stuff. Obviously, the Future Trunks arc has not finished yet in the manga version, the manga adaptation. But I obviously can just make the logical assumption. I don't think we're going to see the Mafuba in the manga. Like, I just do not think we're going to see it.
No, absolutely not, because it's not even... No, I agree with you. There's not enough time, and we haven't even had a hint to it. No, the Mafuba stuff's just for the anime, and it was kind of a throwback that kind of went nowhere, you know, in some cases. But... so you think Roshi may be developing a technique? Okay, the thing is that I think there might be some credence to your, I guess, prophecy, because one thing that I will say is I do believe that some of these universes... See, I think that a lot of the fandom is under the impression that these universes are all going to be just as tough as Universe 6, if not tougher. And I don't think that's the case for all of them. Remember, we have 12 universes. We're probably going to have some, for lack of a better term, jabroni universes. You know, like
true.
For all intents and purposes, Universe 3 or Universe, 11 might be a bunch of jabronis. They might be a bunch of monakas, and for all we know, Roshi and Tenshin Han and Krillin may just go in there and curb stomp all of them. We know they don't all have to be world beaters. Only the big important ones will be. You know what I'm saying? So I could totally see a scenario where they run it, the first round of the tournament, for example, if they even do rounds. We don't know how the tournament's going to be structured yet, but once we do know, I'll definitely do a video on it. It could be that Universe 7 is matched up against Universe 12, and maybe Universe 12 has a bunch of pussies, bro. I mean, who knows? In which case, Roshi would do something. I mean, I'm wondering if Toriyama is putting all these characters in this tournament just to give everybody equal shine. But then again, I also wonder, wouldn't he want to get over new people? Maybe there's too many new guys out there. I mean, who knows? There's a lot of unanswered questions with this whole thing.
To back up your point, though, when you look back at Dragon Ball Z, like, the Saiyans were called a warrior race. You know what I mean? They were called a warrior race in the universe. And the fact that, like, Beerus was actually kind of shocked that someone could beat Frieza, that tells you, bro, that most of Universe 7, most of it anyways, is weaker than the average Saiyan and average strongest Namekian.
Well, the average Saiyan is usually pretty weak. It's Goku and Vegeta who are the standouts.
Well, I mean, like, mortals, like humans, like other planets out there, like other like mortals. Most of them probably won't even stack up to the average Saiyan. I would think. Yeah, like the average Frieza soldier.
Yeah, you're saying that Beerus is surprised that somebody like Goku could have been the one to beat Frieza, and maybe if he has knowledge of the other universes. But the thing is, maybe he doesn't have knowledge. Maybe the only one that does is Whis, and he's just And again, it could be another ass pull. Yeah, but it is interesting though, because I do think we're gonna have at least one or two jabroni universes. I mean, they're ones that nobody cares about, that the Omni King's just gonna wipe out, and that's that. So
very plausible, very plausible.
All right, well, everybody check out GeeklistTV. I'm gonna put a link to his channel down below in the description, and I want to hear what you guys have to say about this. What do you think Roshi is going to do? Will he train the other 9 fighters on some secret techniques? Is he developing his own secret technique? Will he be kind of a coach, giving Goku and the others advice from experience, martial arts tactics? What do you think we're going to see out of Roshi? Or do you think he's just in there for comedy? Do you think maybe he might, like, feel up one of the Universe 3 women and get disqualified? I mean, I'm just throwing ideas out here. It could be anything, really.
They could do that. They could, like, pull from the original 21st Budokai. They could do some stuff with, like, Ramfan, bro. You know what I mean?
And notice it's Roshi, not Jackie Chun in the tournament. This is Muten Roshi in the tournament, not Jackie Chun. I would love to see Jackie Chun.
Can you imagine that, bro? If he shows up as Chun, dude, I would pop.
No, I would pop. Oh, man. Don't even, bro, you just get... Man, I'm smiling right now how awesome that would be. All right, well,
that would pop Goku as well, bro. That would pop him.
Everybody.
Everybody.
And then maybe Goku finally, after all these years, finally finds out that's the same guy. That would be great. Well, let us know what you think in the comments. We'll talk to y'all down the road.